guys, it's called a camp hammock seat. This is passed on to me by a good mate of mine, Dave. Thanks, Dave. It's basically a simple half a hammock divided over. Cat's pulled off at the top. We're going to use 2 poles as a A-frame with a central beam across the bottom. So there's a seam solid into these that allows you to thread a cross beam through there. Fire's over there going great guns. Nothing more rewarding than having to work for a bit of fire. Too many people take fire lighting for granted. Fine weather survivors, or bushcrafters, or whatever you want to call yourselves these days, in this world of many different things. So we can use, in this case, I'm just going to lash these over with the cord at the top. In fact, I might just grab a separate set of paracord. I'll take a short section. And we'll just do a simple lash at the top here. You could lash with this bit that's on the top, but I want to be able to adjust it if it needs adjusting and not be messing around with it too much. So I start lashing with a clove hitch. You can use a timber hitch or any other kind of knot that you so desire. As long as the thing stays together, I don't think there's any real right or wrong way. And I'm just going to do a simple square lash. Make sure you keep tension on these things as you pull it up, keep tightening it, wrapping that cordage material tight. I'm going to put in what I call a belly band here at this point. This is going to change direction, go around the centre. I take it from parachuting. I don't know if it's got a real name, but belly band seems to fit. And it just cinches in those 2 poles nice and neatly. And then I'm going to return to my square lash again, just to finish off. Just going to do a simple reef knot now to finish the lashing off. And I'm going to make that a slip reef knot, so I'm going to leave that hanging loose. Fix our hammock to these members. I'm just going to use a figure 8 method here so I can spread the load evenly, and it'll add to the strength of the overall structure. Oops, that should go down there. And to finish this guy, I'll just do a clove hitch probably on the loose end. Again, I'm just going to put a slip knot in here. So I'll make this a slip clove hitch at this end, just to make it easy to undo. I don't need to have a lot of weight on that. And that's that bit. Now this is going to be quite low to the ground. See if we can get it up against our tree. So I need to adjust this, which I'll go and do shortly, and I might even actually tie that up against that tree a bit higher. Sit back in that, lock on there, and we'll make that adjustment and we'll get back to you. So there's my adjustments. All I did with this particular model, the legs are a little bit lower for the height I wanted it to sit at. I tied the top of the hammock seat off to the top of the tree that I'm leaning the posts up against. There's my X-rail, or cross rail there, and I sit comfortably in this section and watch the fire. So there you go, guys. If you've never seen one of them, Dave had a spare one of those and threw it at me, and I've used it a few times. It's good to keep off this wet jungle floor. I'm going to be sleeping on a bedding surface in there of palm fronds. I'll probably just put a ground sheet over the top of that. I don't really use a mat. I find it's just a bulky thing to carry around, so that'll do me fine. That keeps me off the wet surface of the soil there, and the chair keeps me up off the soil there while I'm sitting around my camp. Lots of room, so the camp's completely set up now. I can sit back in the chair, very comfy, look at the fire. I'm away from the smoke. Bedroom's there, kitchen will be over here. Happy camping.